Hello, this is live from Awesome Live 101. My name is Tovi. This is Melanie Carvalho. Welcome, guys. Welcome to the group. Welcome to the one more live video. Today we're talking about resilience, all right? And we're talking about their benefits and how to build more of it, all right? Don't forget to hashtag replay if you are watching the replay, or if you are live. Welcome to be live in our Awesome Live 101. All right. We say a half-hour show, but we can end it anytime before that. So don't stress yourself. You're gonna be listen to us for too long. All right. All right. Let's start with resilience. All right. What is resilience? All right. Resilience is the process of responding and adapting well in face of trauma and stress. Right. Become more resilient is helping you to difficult times. All right. When you learn to get more resilience, you learn to get to adapt to difficult times. Resilience involves the behaviors and action that anyone can learn and develop. All right. It's something that everybody can do. It's like a exercise, workout. All right. Therefore, resilience is ordinary, not extraordinary, according to some scientists. All right. Increasing resilience takes time and intention. All right. So focus on connection, with wellness, health thinking, and meaning. All right. Um, so build your connection is very important to build your connection so you can build your resilience. All right. And prioritize your relationship is very important. Connect with the people that cares about you. Actually, is the most important. Actually, all right. Important accept to support people who support you better. When they know you and they care about you, so you will have a better support in that way. So you're looking for people that will support you in every way. To become more resilient in your life. You can join the group or other organizations, all right, that provide social support and can help you with claim more hope in your life. Take care of your body is also one of the ways you can, increase your resilience. All right? Self-care is a legitimate practice for mental health and building resilience, right? Promoting a positive lifestyle, all right, and also reduce the toll of emotions and exciting or depression, all right. So you want to work on that area as well. Anything that will get you from anxiety and depression, that will help you to become more resilient and to move forward with your life, all right. um, Practice mindfulness, writing a journal, yoga, and other spiritual practice like prayers and meditation, can help you to build a connection and restore hope, which can prime them to deal with situation require resilience, right? You want to do that, it's very helpful to practice mindfulness. I avoid negative outlet, right? So it may be tempting to mask your pain with alcohol, drugs, or other substance. Right? A lot of people that does that. The way to hold their pain, but it just it's not something that you ever gonna work. All right. Focus on instead on giving your body the resource to manage stress, rather than seeking to eliminate the feelings of stress altogether, right? And that also help you to become more resilient and to get a better health life, right? Um, Finding your purpose, is another way to build your resilience, all right? Help others, whether you volunteer to local, homeless shelter, or simply support a friend that need help, you know what I mean? That also will help you to become a better person, with the resilience in mind, right? Be proactive. Ask yourself, what can I do about a problem in my life? All right. If you don't ask yourself that, you will never gonna find any solution for it. Um, if a problem seems too big, break down into manageable pieces, right? And it will, eliminate some stress. All right, if you just go, problems one at a time, then try to tackle all the problems at the same time, right? Moving towards your goals, that's why it's very important. Develop some realistic goals, and do something regularly. All right, even if it is seems like a small accomplishment, um, that enable you to move toward the things you want to accomplish. All right, you want to do that. Ask yourself, what's the one thing I know I can accomplish today? You know what I mean? That help me move in the direction I want to go. All right. If you do that, and if you ask yourself every day, in the morning, what can I do today to improve myself, to move forward, where I want to be, you know what I mean? You will find your own answer. And it doesn't matter how many things you do one day, but how you do one thing one day. It's one thing at a time. It's not many things at a time, right? That will help you to eliminate a lot of stress as well. Embracing the healthy thoughts, that's one of the things that now will keep things keep things in perspective. uh, how you think can play a significant part in how you feel. All right. So how you think, if you think a lot of negativity, you will feel a lot of negativity in your body, in your mind, in your soul. You want to feel positive. You want to have that positive mindset. That way it will give you a better feeling, a positive feeling, so you can apply your resilience in a better way. You know what I mean? Sort of for your healthy life. You may not be able to change a highly stressful event. I mean, things happen. Life is a constantly in movement, right? So things happen. But you can change how you interpret and respond to it, right? So if something bad happen to you, and if you find a way to respond to the bad situation and get into the positive mindset to it, you might accept it better way, then you feel so negative and so depressed. um, Accept change. It's one of the things that we have to do. A lot of people actually doesn't accept the change. But accept the change is a part of life. It changes every single day. It changes every single day. I don't play with my changes, because I actually like to change. You know what I mean? I don't like to just stay the same person, or in the same situation, or be in the same I don't know, the same house, whatever, in the same neighborhood, whatever. I like to change. And I like to embrace that change. It also helps you to your mind's fullness. It helps you to be better, to live a better life. It definitely help you to be live a better life. Um, Maintain a helpful mindset. An optimistic mindset empowers you to accept, and the good things will happen to you. All right. If you have that good things happen to me, good things happen to me, it will happen to you, because universe has a strange way of giving and dealing with us. All right. So we just need to trust the universe that if we will follow the universe, we might end up in a better shape than we are now. Um, Learn from your past. Looking back in your past, what you did wrong. How do you fix that particular situation, or what I mean, how to fix that particular situation. Sometimes not every bad things is actually bad. you know Sometimes you want to look at the bad things that come, so you can learn the good things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Sometimes the only way you learn is to learn from the bad. You wanna be focused on that, on the parts that will give you I understand of a better word. You know what I mean? Getting the help when you need it builds your resilience. All right. um, For example, I'm the guy that I don't ask for help. I never ask nobody for help, unless if it's Melanie right here, all right. But that's something I've been working on as well. One of the reason that we chose this topic, resilience, is because we are working on this area, as right now. You know what I mean? We wanted to embrace that. We wanted to learn to be resilient. For we can be more resilient. In our life, because it's something that will make us a stronger, stronger person. So we can serve, and guide others, with more meaningful way. The important thing is to remember that you are not alone in the journey. All right, you have a lot of people you can talk to, especially the people that care about you. They will know how to help you, to be more resilient in your life, and to live a better life. Resilience is also has to do with the leadership. All right, a very good leader, is measured to is resilience. All right, I mean, you can get a very good leader right there. If every day is a perfect day, he can be, or he or she can be a good leader. But if there's a stress, something gonna happen, and something that you need to, you know, uh, solve problem really fast, and it give you a lot of stress, and discouragement. So if you if you if you practice to, rather than be disencouraged about situation that just happened, but rather how to display more emotional stress, courage, and professionalism during this most difficult times, you became a resilient. You became a better person. Because you will learn to that not every difficult times can make you a difficult person. So it's something that we need to learn um, to teach our leaders. How to be a leader. It's not only the good times; it has to be in the bad times actually, when actually who's the real leader. All right. With every struggle comes a tremendous opportunity. All right. That's something that a lot of people know, especially the people that they are very successful in their life, right? Um, they struggle in their life. They struggle so much in their life, but then they succeed. Why? Because they use a lot of um, they use a lot of resource to help them to succeed in life, and to do that, to be more resilient. You know what I mean? But they use the opportunity. They use their struggle, the opportunity to become a better person. I mean, I'm talking about simple like Michael Jordan, or LeBron James. I mean, they have the best life when they grow up, but because of resilience, because they wanted to be what they want to be, nothing can stop them. And now who they are the leaders. They are the leader on the world, the leader of many things. You know what I mean? It's not because they just stay quiet in the place, but because they get resilience about learning from their struggle. You know what I mean? It's our responsibility to lead through good and bad times. All right, you can just want to lead when the good times is. You know what I mean? You have to lead. You have to actually truly. You have to lead when there's a bad time. That's why you will know who is the real leader is. You know what I mean? When it's a bad time. Um, Welcome in the hard times with open arms, and use them as a chance to grow yourself. Right? It's the only way you're gonna grow yourself is by making mistakes, is by struggling, with the things that so difficult for you. For example, I mean, I mean, I have a struggle, for example, making videos. Now I'm doing live show right now, but I have a struggle with making videos. You know what I mean? But if I don't keep on going, keep on doing this every single day, I will never do it. But I'm having right now saying I'm building resilience by doing this, and then making more videos so I can be more comfortable, because I know for sure, sooner or later it just will become something natural. That's why I'm embracing myself to do that and embrace others. Whatever viewers not watching this video, to see that anything is possible. Um, your action during the crisis serve as a model for your followers. All right, it's something you really you gotta understand that you when you are a leader, your people are watching you all the time. All right, so you wanna be doing the things that will empower others. All right, will empower others to be successful, or empower others to be happy, empower others to be anything positive. All right, I mean, of course, you can bring your leadership to negative and positive. I'm choosing to be positive because I think this is the best way of life, to be a positive person. Learn from your failures. It will help you, as well. uh, so you gotta embrace your scars, man. You gotta embrace your scars. Whatever you done in life, whatever you do in life, be proud of your scars. Be proud of who you are. Because they show where you have been, and what you are capable of. All right. If you're hiding your scars, you don't want nobody to see it. Nobody will know. Nobody will see it. But it's like you're seeing people smile, but you don't even know if inside of it they are smiling. You know what I mean? But if you don't hide your scars and you show your scars to the world, people will see it, right? And people will understand you better. You know what I mean? They'll be like, yeah, this guy has a big scar. I understand where it came from. You know what I mean? It's very important to to show your scar. you know it's very important to show that what you done, who you are and where you want to be and what you are capable of. You never know, opportunities come and go, and somebody know about anything about you that is important to them. You never know, opportunity comes and go, like I said. Indeed, we must start bringing attention to the ways we can increase resilience in our leaderships. If we want to run successful companies, because one of the big mistake we have in most of the companies we have nowadays, we have a leaders that just want to lead on the on the good times. You know what I mean? When it come to bad times, you just want to run away, hide behind the desk, and say, no, you do it, you do it, you do it. You know what I mean? So we wanted to bring more, leaders, that has a resilience, yeah, and know how to build resilience, in our workforce, and that will help, help a lot, the community, help a lot, the whole, workforce in general, and also inside your own house, all right? Inside your house, it will help you to be a better person, all right? So yeah, I mean, we did some research about resilience. Melanie has something to talk about a little bit, and
Yeah,
yeah,
thank you.
yes,
So picking up exactly where you left off, first of all, hi everybody. Talking about a leader who I just read the book 10 Rules for Resilience by Joe DeSena. And that was kind of one of the reasons for this conversation. And Joe DeSena is the founder of the Spartan Corporation, the Spartan
yeah,
obstacle course races.
yeah,
And the book was written after COVID. And so all their races, they were like ready for 2020 to be their biggest year ever, and they'd invested in all this stuff for the races, and then they had to shut down everything, for so long.
Yeah.
And that's exactly where you step into resilience. And you talked a lot about like the good times and the bad times.
Yeah.
And a lot of what I was picking up in the book is that you build resilience in struggle. And so if your life is so easy and smooth most of the time, then when you get to struggle, it can throw you off balance and you don't know how to get through it because you haven't practiced getting through struggle.
Mm-hmm.
And the book was really aimed towards parenting as well. So it was like for each of the 10 rules, it was how to apply it to your own life. And that was a lot of the things that you talked about, but also how to bring it into your parenting. And, just one small example, one experiment I did this week was our 6-year-old asked me, could you go in the other room and get my backpack? And I was sitting on the sofa, and I don't know what would have happened before reading this book, but definitely because I'd read the book, I was like, no, you can go in the other room and get your own backpack. And we went to war for maybe an hour and a half, because she's not used to being just straight out expected to take care of herself and to do things for herself. And she's used to wearing us down with what she wants. And I'm just starting to really see a lot of the book puts a lot of the weight onto parents of young adults not being very resilient these days. And so really looking and seeing what we can hold kids more responsible for, more capable of doing for themselves. The co-author of the book said that her 6-year-old makes dinner. And I think it's her 6-year-old who fully makes dinner and does the dishes. And I was like, ooh, we have a ways to go.
Yeah.
And so, Spartan itself, the company, and the obstacle races, that whole idea of choosing something difficult to do for fun, to practice. And he lays this distinction between resilience and true resilience. And resilience is when maybe you're on a hike and the snowstorm starts. And resilience is like putting one foot in front of the other and getting to the destination no matter what. And true resilience is when the storm starts and you're like, all right, this is going to be even more fun because you're prepared, and every challenge is like even more exciting in life. And so when that is your outlook, then when something like COVID happens or some other major struggle happens in your life, you're like, okay, look at this as an opportunity. But I still think that getting through the tough times, it does kind of require that faith in yourself that you have what it takes and that you will be able to rise to the occasion. I also think, as you were talking about your resources, and different people use different resources in different ways.
Yeah.
And so kind of knowing what your own resources are, and then also learning what some other ones are that you don't tend to use. And you said, like, you're not used to calling and asking for help. And that's been me as well. I don't usually call people and ask for help. And so that's something that I've been learning to do as well, to reach out to people and say, hey, I'm having a struggle here. Can you help me think through it? Let me see if there's anything else that I wanted to say. Well, the other really thing, we talk about like something you can do each day to get to your goal. And that, like, there's something implied there that I think should be said out loud, which is that if you do the work today to know what a goal is that you're trying to achieve, it makes each day easier because as Toby said, each day then you get up and say, okay, what's a step? How can I move toward my goal? Because then even on days that you don't feel well, you can take a step towards your goal, and you know that you're still moving forward and that you're not stuck and stagnant and backsliding.
Yeah.
So as Toby said, show your scars. So what a lot of people watching this may not know, that I've struggled with depression for over 25 years. And it's been a real struggle. And so there's my scars. And so figuring out each day something that I can do, taking steps in the direction of the life of my dreams. And on days that I don't feel like doing it, and the days that it's a struggle, knowing, and I have a list of things that I can do that'll take me closer to my goal, even if I'm not feeling well.
Yeah.
And the other thing I have, since we're on the topic, is like a flip list that can help me change my mood. That might be a whole conversation for another day.
Yeah, for another day. Yeah. Okay,
But it helps with resilience as well. Like, what can I do right now that's going to help me change my mood, and get back on track? So I think that's kind of all I wanted to talk about today.
Yeah, guys. I mean,
Thank you so much for joining us. I hope you learned something useful in these thoughts about resilience.
yeah, we just talking about resilience today, and it's a topic that we chose because we are working on it for ourselves. So we
And our kids.
and our kids as well. So that's why we chose this topic. It's not because we are expert in it. We did a lot of research.
I
And
hope it serves you well.
yes, in fact, everything what we talk about here is all, we do a lot of research and find out for ourselves and trying to share with others. It might be easy that way for you guys learn something. Everybody wanna, get
Read
the
the whole
books,
book.
read the whole books and stuff like that. But we're here to do whatever we can to make sure that each one of you are moving forward on the right direction. All right. So thank you guys again for being here. Thank you guys for being here live. And for you guys that want to be watching the replay, thank you very much for watching the replay. And just leave a hashtag and comments. Leave some comments. Yeah, if you have negative or positive comments, just bring it on. We're here to
We can handle
improve.
it.
Yes, we're here to improve ourselves, and yes, and the resilience is one of those that we are working on it right now. So guys, thank you very much. All right, and
See you next week.
see you next week.